Hey there, it's Jeff from Modern Combat and Survival. In this series on urban escape and invasion, we're going to talk about weapons that you can use while you're traveling abroad to be able to survive. If you're actually traveling abroad, obviously you're not going to be able to take the kind of weapons that you would normally have at home. So you're not going to have your AR-15, you're not going to have your handgun, things like that. Depending upon where you go, there's going to be different rules, different laws of what you can take with you and what you can have in country. So you want to be as prepared as possible coming to the actual country. So one thing you can do, you know that you can usually take some sort of a knife with you. So typically I'll take something that doesn't necessarily look like the Black Widow killer. This is the Spyderco knife right here. Again, it has lots of little gadgets on it that could normally be used for a tool, so it's very, very covert. Never go anywhere without the my SOG multi-tool, which also has, obviously, if you've seen any of our other videos and stuff, it has the flip open assisted knives. It has two of them on each one of them. And you can also go for something that is considered less lethal, obviously, something like pepper spray. Pepper spray is usually available anywhere, even in local stores and everything. It's very simple to carry with you, and especially when you're walking around downtown. But as we say in our Combat Machete course, the ultimate survival weapon and the easiest to get when you're traveling abroad is usually the machete. And what we did was, in country, what we're doing now is all we did was went down to the local nursery. We're at the Sunshine Nursery in Turks and Caicos. They have a lot of different things you can see for plants and all sorts of things, but as you can see, there's every line of machete you could possibly need right here. And if you look at all the different options that you have, you can go all the way up to a 22-inch machete with plastic handle, all the way down to something that's just a little bit more than a knife. When it comes to survival purposes, what you're looking for is something that, like we usually train with, something around the 18-inch zone. But if you also look at some of the other ones that you have options for, you want something that's going to be very sturdy. That's going to hold up to either chopping wood or other things that you might need, but also for combat if you need it. One of the ones that I like here that you can typically only get in Caribbean countries and things like that is ones that they use for sugarcane. So if you look here, we've got the Caribbean Bolo. I've got one right here. What I like about the Bolo is that it's a little bit wider at the very end, and it brings a lot of the weight toward the end. So when it comes to chopping, the reason why this works so well with sugarcane and tough fibrous things is because it actually has a lot of weight at the end, so you get a lot of momentum behind it. And in hack mode, it's obviously very devastating. The sugarcane one here also has a little hook on the back, which can be used in several different ways in combat as well as in survival as well. Me, typically, I like to stick with the military style that we have for the U.S. Army, which is the 18-inch machete with the standard handle on it. It's a very good length. The further out you go, it becomes a little bit more wobbly and less sturdy. I like the 18 inches, but again, if you're in Caribbean country like we have right now, Bolo Machete offers you another versatile option that you have for the machete.